If we don't know who's president on election night, we know exactly who to blame. Do you remember 2020 when the results first started ticking in and it looked like Trump was running away with it? Stop the count and all that. That's because a lot of the swing states began the night by posting their results starting with the votes cast on election day. But as the more Democratic-leaning mail-ins gradually came in, the results got bluer and bluer until Biden won a few days later. This was a major part of Trump's case for the big lie. All these ballots taking forever to count, thus opening up opportunities for malarkey. And yeah, even as someone who basically hates everything Trump stands for, I totally concede that waiting several days for several swing states to call a winner is frustrating. It's not ideal. But here's the thing, that is exactly how MAGA wants it. They need the count in swing states to take longer for exactly this reason, to sow doubt and distrust over the results and give them the opportunity to try and steal it again. Otherwise, they would have fixed the problem and let states count ballots beforehand instead of stopping it every single chance they get. You ever notice how Florida is always one of the first states to be called on election night despite being so big? It's not because people just count faster down there. It's because the state has 2 full weeks of early voting and officials are allowed to start tallying the votes right as they come in. For contrast, look at Pennsylvania. The state house, which has a razor-thin Dem majority, passed a bill that would let officials start pre-processing ballots a week before Election Day. There, problem solved, right? MAGA got what they wanted, no more late night drops. Take a guess who killed it. You got it, the right-wing Republicans in the PA State Senate. And because of that, most experts predict that Pennsylvania might not be able to call a winner for 48 hours or more after election night. Same thing happened in Wisconsin too. Democrats in the state assembly passed a bipartisan bill to allow earlier processing, then a bunch of election deniers in the state Senate stomped it out because it would interfere with their attempts to lie and steal the presidency. This is the classic MAGA move, complaining about something not working and stopping every attempt to actually fix it, then pointing to the fact that it doesn't work as evidence of a baseless conspiracy. They did it with the bipartisan immigration bill, they've done it with IVF funding, and now they're doing it with the election results. So next week, when you hear someone complaining about how long it takes for the election results to come in as a pretense to claim election fraud, you let them know whose fault it is, because this is all part of the MAGA plan.